Hey there, I wanted to actually record a video because I think it'd be easier to explain. So, as you know, AVGO has been all-time highs for a while now. And one of the ways I could have seen okay, this might be run, this may run. Let me do the replay function and let's go back to Wednesday, February 28th. So if we go back to the 28th, I drew this Brownian formation right here. And I could tell that it was like a good one because it was kind of respecting this right here too. Um, and then here as well. So this kind of like whole move here when we did a market structure shift to the upside. So so then, you know, on Wednesday the 21st, it gapped up. So Thursday the 22nd, you're green. But then the following days, you're kind of, you know, not moving much. You're consolidating like this area right here. So when I went there, that had me thinking like, okay, what does this really want to do? Um, and for me, it's easier to be bullish because we have this broad information that's been getting respected. Even though we have this gap down here, I noticed that it never really tried to go down to test it. So that made me feel a little bit more bullish. And also overall, just looking at the market, tech is running, everything's looking pretty bullish. You really don't see a need to be full on bear at that point. Um, so then let's see. So then I'm looking at this, and like I said earlier, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. But the fact that we're consolidating and then that we have earnings March 7th made me think, okay, this is about to make a move. So if you play it, we went down, kind of like choppy still, and boom, we had our huge move. Um, this was Friday. So, my our my friend Cash from our group, Samunda, she got in Thursday. So Friday she woke up to a bag because she saw this consolidation, and in her mind, she was thinking, all right, we're about to run. So let me get started. So she got what we call starters, where you just get maybe one or two contracts to start your position and you plan to add on the way. But I mean, she not only got the right time, it took off. So for me, I would say, okay, where would I want to take profit if this is going the way it's going? So this is Friday, and Friday, if you wanted to, just at first, this is the 4 hour time frame I'm on. That there could have told you like, let's take profit. So, but let's say you're like, you know what? Let me just run it till the next broad information or till it hits the top. Today would have been like you hold it through Friday, and then today, it opens strong, so you could just take profit that first hour. It hit upper ADR, or if you really want to, you can just take profit right here. And look what it did. It's respecting it. Like it hit it and it wicked off it and never closed above it. So the rest of the day, that would have kind of given me a more bearish sentiment for just that period, for today. Like I would have felt like, okay, the run for today is over. Especially if you look at the ATR, it's already 135% of its usual, daily move. So I'm like, this is overrun. Let me just take profit. You could have taken it right here. One of the things I like to do is I like to set alerts when I draw these brought informations that I think are important. And I'll just, set an alert every time it hits it, and I'll be like, running top of BF. And that way, in case you're not looking at your phone, you'll get an alert letting you know that it's hit that broad information. So from now, what I think it might do, I mean, we may continue to run up tomorrow and hit it again and maybe hit this. So this would be my next, if we do go past it, this would be this AWR would be my next, like, okay, we might see some resistance right here. So then you could take profit right here. Or we might pull down a little and then before we push up. And then of course, because it has earnings on Thursday, the implied volatility is going to be increasing up to that date. So the contracts are going to be more expensive. So you can either decide to play it or you can just say, well, maybe the move happened. I'll just wait till after earnings to see what it does. So yeah, I just wanted to explain. Too, I had this analysis last week on SPY, and if you do I had a similar analysis where I didn't know where SPY was going. So I drew this broadening, I saw this broadening formation. So if we, and this is what I love about the replay, that you can go back. So this was, let's see, yeah. So Friday the 23rd, we were here. We closed right here. Or sorry, let me play it one more day. We closed right at the top of this broadening formation, and it's also one that I drew, you know, from this swing high to this swing high. And so the same, we're at all-time highs. Where do we go next? So my analysis was that, hey, we closed Friday at the top of this BF. We have big, we have news. So I think we're gonna chop or go down before we come back up. And that's pretty much what we did. And I don't always get these right, so don't think like I know what's going on like all the time, but at least because I have, these broadening formations, it kind of lets me know like, hey, I think we are gonna push down before we push up. And that's exactly what we did. We had some really Monday through Wednesday was kind of annoying just for it to push above it. And then as you can see, like today, we closed like almost right at it. So it went above, we hit new all-time highs. And so now, at least this is the analysis I drew up last night, which is Sunday. I think we might come down and then push up, or we might just blast through it. And if we do, so what I do once, let's say we were to just tomorrow maybe push down a little and then just keep going, then I use this brown information as support until it decides to come back down below it, or if it just forgets about it. So yeah, just wanted to give those tips.